everyone. Welcome to episode 2 of Self Care with Shiru. My name is Shannon and I am your host. Today's episode is about the harmony within, my philosophy of mind, body, and spirit. Real quick, let's just talk a little bit about my week. I was sick, I had a cold, and I am still getting over that cold. I feel a lot better, but I was down and out for a couple days. I had to cancel work. I had to just get in bed and rest and let this sickness pass over me. And I'm really glad that I did that because I'm feeling a lot better now. But I really do hate to take off work. But you got to do what you got to do to get well, right? Also, over the weekend, I had book club. Excuse me. It was a lot of fun. I get to meet with a group of wonderful women. We have very detailed discussions over the book that we read. Some of us agree, some of us don't agree. We listen to each other's opinions, we laugh, we eat, we have some drinks, and we really have a good time. And I just love the women that I'm around, and they really bring me joy. And for the next book club, I get to pick the book, and I don't know what I'm going to pick, but if you guys have any ideas, feel free to send me an idea. I want it to be something fun, loving, happy, and really good. So I don't know. I'll try to pick that out this week. But if you guys have any ideas, please send them to me. Also, yesterday was the Super Bowl. The Eagles whooped up on the Chiefs. Everybody in the country was happy because everybody wanted the Chiefs to lose. I don't know why. I mean, they're a good team and they've won the past couple years, so I guess they wanted to give somebody else a chance. It was a very entertaining halftime show with Kendrick Lamar. I don't really listen to Kendrick Lamar. He has some pretty good songs out on the radio right now that I enjoy. And I really enjoyed the dancing on the halftime show. And I think that he did a pretty good job of performing. So it was entertaining. Truthfully, I like a little more catchy, singy, fun kind of performances. Like Usher's performance was one of my favorite, but it still was a good halftime. Um, Pretty much that sums up my week just because I was sick and I didn't get to do a lot. But let's get into this episode. So, again, this is about my philosophy, mind, body, and spirit for self care. I feel like you really have to have a balance of all three of those pillars to have an overall good balance in your life. So, let's talk a little bit about understanding my pillars. Let's start with breaking down mind, body, and spirit. First, we'll talk about the mind. The mind is our mental landscape. It includes our thoughts, beliefs, and emotional state. A healthy mind is essential for making sound decisions and managing stress. Then we'll talk about the body. The body is our physical health and the foundation of our existence. It's not just about fitness, it's about nutrition, rest, and how we treat our bodies. Spirit is next, and it's often overlooked in our busy lives. We encompass our sense of purpose, connection to the universe or God, and our personal values through our spirit. So let's talk about the interconnection of these three pillars. Stress in the mind can manifest physically, and neglecting spiritual health can lead to mental fatigue. So it's important that we try to balance all three of these pillars. If we have a good mindset, but our bodies are failing, then we are not going to be overall well. If we have a great physical health of our body, but our minds are not great or our spirit is lacking, then overall we're going to have mental fatigue. So, trying to have a good balance of all three of these pillars is important. So, when we get into practical tips of balance, for these three pillars, let's start talking about the mind and ways to balance the mind. Just a couple suggestions from me, and that I'm very big on. Of course, the first thing is incorporating mindfulness practices into your life, such as mindful eating, walking, exercising, or really anything that you do day to day. Just being mindful about what you are doing and not worrying about the past actions or future endeavors, but just really concentrating on what's happening in the present. So that's overall principle about being mindful. Next, I'm going to talk about meditation, which I'm really big on as well. I do meditate almost every day at night, either before or as I'm going to bed. And if I don't, I really feel imbalanced. So meditation is really important to me. Now, those are just a couple things that work for me, and what works for everybody may be different. So we just got to figure out what works for us. All right, next we'll talk about body. Body, yaddy, yaddy. Yeah, Megan Thee Stallion. I love that song. Anyways, I'm big on the body because I'm a licensed massage therapist. So, I work with people's bodies every day, and keeping the body balance is very important. Like I said, if your body is imbalanced, then, eventually it's going to come into your mind and make your mind not balanced. So we really got to work on that. So, of course, I would suggest getting a professional massage from a massage therapist like me. There's also things you can do, like learning how to do self massage techniques, or maybe having your partner or friend help you with some massage techniques. But I definitely, you're going to hear me talking a lot about massage, of course. I've been doing this for 17 years, so it's really important in my life, and I really strongly suggest that everybody tries to incorporate massage into their life. And it all comes back to the fact that nobody can take better care of you than you can. So you got to prioritize what you do for yourself and make sure that you do it. So obviously, I'm also a certified stretch therapist, and I do stretching daily. So I also would think that would be a great way to help take care of your body. And it can be as simple as waking up in the morning and reaching for the sky, doing like a good morning stretch, or pulling your knees to your chest while you're in bed, taking them over to the left side, then taking them over to the right side, and really just doing a couple good stretches in your bed before you get out. Also, maybe when you get in the shower, try to reach down and touch your toes while you're under the hot water, or do a couple other stretch moves while you're in the shower, and that could be helpful. It doesn't have to be like a 30-minute sit down session. It can just be a couple minutes frequently throughout the day, and that could be super beneficial for your body. Um, Regular physical activity is super important no matter how big or small the act is. So for me, for this year, I've been trying to do 30 minutes of intentional movement every day, whether that be walking, stretching, yoga, skating. I don't know if some of you, have ever tried roller skating, but I've just kind of picked up the hobby again, and it's been a really good time. Because it's freezing cold in winter here in Ohio, I ordered a walking strip. So sometimes when I'm at home watching TV, I may just hop on my walking strip and walk for 30 minutes, or I could be listening to an audiobook or going through my emails. Really, it's just doing any kind of physical activity and trying to do it for 30 minutes a day. So whatever it may be for you, just try to prioritize that. Then we'll go into spirit, and like I said, spirit is something that we neglect. But for me, good spiritual activities may be time spent in nature or connecting with nature, hikes, just even just sitting outside, getting a little bit of sunshine on your face, like it really connects with my spirit. And whenever I am feeling kind of down or depressed, I definitely try to get outside, and it helps get those kind of feelings off of my mind. So trying to figure out how you can connect to your spirit is really important. Some other things you may want to do to help your spirit is engaging in creative pursuits like volunteering or painting or something that really makes your creative juices flow. Also, maybe journaling and having a gratitude practice could be great, which actually I kind of have a gratitude practice. I don't journal traditionally. And just remember, there's many ways to journal. Like you can draw pictures, that's journaling. Me, I'm a list maker. That's kind of how I journal. But with the gratitude practice every day, saying something that you're grateful for can really be fruitful for your spirit. Um, Also, I am a breathwork facilitator, so breathwork for me really ties into my spirit. I have my favorite kind of breath work, which is box breathing. And that's where you kind of hold your breath. You breathe in for 4 seconds, hold your breath for 4 seconds, breathe out for 4 seconds, and pause for 4 seconds. And usually, if I do that about 6 times, then I just feel really at ease and it brings my spirit into equilibrium. There are many other ways you can do breath work. And through this podcast, we will probably discuss different ways, and I will share some of those with you. So, it is important that we create our own personalized self care routines. So, some of the things that I just told you were what I do. And also, throughout this podcast, we're going to explore many other ways, things that I don't do as well, and just really figure out what works for you to incorporate into your own routine. Um, what works for you may not work for your best friend. It may not work for your sister or your brother, but as long as it works for you, that's the most important thing. So this week I would like for you guys to take some time to reflect and kind of think of what you think out of these practices that I've talked about or some other practices that you have in your mind resonate with you, and just try to think about how you can incorporate them all into your life to make sure that you have balance. Um, and hopefully, throughout this podcast, learning about different things will help you figure out some ways that do work for you. So, hopefully, maybe some of you guys this week can share your own experiences or tips regarding mind, body, and spirit and keeping everything balanced. So reach out to me, send me a message, and maybe give me some of your ideas. You can reach out on social media, email, my website, or any other way that is beneficial for you. If you have my phone number, reach out to me that way too. And in conclusions, I just wanted to let you guys know that it's important to harmonize your mind, body, and spirit for a balanced life. Remember that self care is a journey, and it's okay to seek help along the way. Thanks again for tuning in to another week. And please, please, please take steps, even if it's the smallest baby step towards achieving balance in your life. Just make sure that you take some, do something, make sure that your life is becoming balanced. So please join me next week for another episode. And until then, I want to ask you all to take care of you, for you, and take care of you for me. Mind, body, spirit. Shiru Shannon signing out. That's a tongue twister. Shiru Shannon signing out. Shiru Shannon signing out. Okay, I got it. I will see you guys next week and enjoy.